but named, as mentioned, for a town in Maryland, trying to win here in Kentucky. It's the Breeders' Cup Ladies Classic. Trevor Denman with the call.
Away they go in the Ladies' Classic to an absolutely perfect start, but then Life at 10, no interest, and Life at 10 has dropped far back early. Quickest into stride on the inside, we have Malibu Prayer. Up alongside of that comes Acting Happy, a Coma on the outside. Those three keep the pressure on one another. Just in behind that comes Unrivaled Bell. Unrivaled Bell settling down in the 4th position now. Milwaukee Appeal scrapes the paint 3 lengths off these leaders. In behind that comes It's Tea Time. Heather de Grace is racing back in 7th, 5 lengths off that leader. It's another 3 back to Persistently seeking the title, and Blind Luck at the back of the pack is a good 10 lengths off these leaders, and just showing no interest at this stage. A long, long way last is Life at 10. They go on down the backstretch towards the 5/8 now. And it is Malibu Prayer setting a good pace. Malibu Prayer a length and a half to Acting Happy. A Coma is in 3rd. Milwaukee Appeal down at the rail. Unrivaled Bell being patiently ridden from the 5th spot. Then It's Tea Time. Heather de Grace is now 7 lengths off the leaders. Then comes Persistently. Racing on the inside of Persistently now we have Blind Luck, who's starting to roll from behind. Blind Luck still 8 off them, those seeking the title inside of her. They are coming to the quarter pole in the Ladies' Classic, and Unrivaled Bell now goes up to strike the front. And Kent DeSormo and Unrivaled Bell telling them, you're going to have to come and catch me to win it. Here comes Heather de Grace. Heather de Grace running a huge one in the center. A Coma along the inside, and here's Blind Luck. And Blind Luck is coming like an express train on the outside. Unrivaled Bell digs deep, finds more. Blind Luck is closing the gap with each and every stride. Heather de Grace in there as well, but it's Unrivaled Bell coming home to score, and it is going to be Unrivaled Bell and Kent DeSormo take the Ladies' Classic in a huge performance. Blind Luck ran her heart out, had to settle for second, then Heather de Grace, and It's Tea Time finished up 4th.
And Kent DeSormo making the decisive move, coming out of the turn. He was sitting so patiently up the backstretch. A salute here to the sky and a salute to the ride by the Raging Cajun. It makes the difference here. Blind Luck, gallant, splitting horses and making her late move, but Kent DeSormo got the jump, and that makes the difference.
Yeah, you just had the feeling all week that Bill Mott was saying if this horse can mind her matters in the paddock, she's got a big shot. A little surprised that Kent went that early, but he's thought, let's maybe get the jump on the 2 horses. And like we said, the 2 3-year-old fillies ran their hearts out again, Blind Luck and Havre de Grace. And, you know, Blind Luck, I mean, just brings it every time, but Unrivaled Bell much the best. And hopefully Life at 10, who I think did not cross the wire, Todd, was not comfortable from the beginning, is okay. Yeah,
Life at 10 has been eased and dismounted back at the winner's circle and is standing under her own power there. But Unrivaled Bell is the story as she goes on to victory, and it was on this racetrack. We mentioned 2 horses owned wins over last year's Horse of the Year, Rachel Alexandra, Persistently, and the other was Unrivaled Bell, who beat her in the La Triane. Essentially a trial run leading up to this, the Breeders' Cup Ladies Classic, the first indication that Unrivaled Bell belonged here on this racetrack, and she is now 2 for 2 at Churchill Downs, taking the La Triane over Rachel Alexandra, and now the biggest race, the Breeders' Cup Ladies Classic at 7 to 1.
Yeah, congratulations, Gary Seiler and Peter Vesco, the 4-year-old filly by Unbridled Song. Been off the board 1 time, now 6 wins in 5 seconds from 12 starts.
Something we've been talking about with Blind Luck. She's always going to make her big late run, so rider tactics play a key here. And Simon and Matt, do you agree Kent DeSormo making a big difference?
I think so. Yeah, that was an outstanding ride from DeSormo. Obviously, you know, most people are aware that your relationship with Bill Mott. You said you've been talking to him about this runner all week, and that he thought she was running well if she was there mentally.
Yeah, I tell you what, hats off to the kid. This is going to be a very great win for the barn, because this is a filly that has taken a lot of work to get to the races. Paul was touching on it before. Jill was looking at her in the paddock, how tough she is. One time up at Saratoga earlier this summer, Bill Mott actually rode the pony into the paddock prior to a race with Unrivaled Bell to make sure everything was okay. She's mentally very, very fragile. So the work that the barn has to put in to get this horse, the work that the barn has to put in to get this horse mentally sound to perform on a night like this. Tremendous effort to everybody. Kent DeSormo very happy. And this was an easy win in the end.
This was.
He came there with a lot of horse underneath in Kentezuma. Tapped the whip a couple of times, and she won fairly easily by a comfortable 2 lengths.
I mean, Blind Luck always runs her race. She's ultra consistent. She has a ton of heart. She just ran into a better racehorse today, at least here at Churchill Downs, where Unrivaled Belle has now beaten Blind Luck and Rachel Alexandra.
Yes, it certainly is. She certainly likes Churchill Downs. She's beaten one of the best older fillies. Well, the best 3-year-old last year she beat here as a 4-year-old, and now the best 3-year-old she beats here. But hats off to Blind Luck.